In the heart of the African savanna, where the sun scorches the earth, and the air is thick with the scent of wild grasses, a king lies in agony. This is no ordinary lion. He bears the weight of a horrific affliction that has transformed his majestic form into a grotesque spectacle. A barnacle infestation, typically associated with the ocean's depths, has taken root on his once proud body. The sight is shocking, a patch of hardened, crusty barnacles clinging to his side, each one a testament to nature's relentless drive to survive, even at the expense of its most regal creatures. As the camera zooms in, the viewer is drawn into the disturbing reality of this lion's plight. The barnacles, small marine crustaceans that usually attach themselves to rocks and ships, have found an unlikely host in this terrestrial beast. They bore into his skin, creating ugly, festering wounds that ooze and fester, a grim reminder of how the boundaries between land and sea can blur in the most unexpected ways. Barnacles, with their hard exoskeletons and feathery appendages, are notorious for their tenacity. Once they latch on, they become permanent residents, feeding on the host's flesh and draining vital nutrients. In this lion's case, the infestation has led to severe inflammation and infection, causing him immense pain and suffering. Each barnacle, a tiny parasite, siphons off the life force of its host, leaving behind a trail of destruction. The lion's once lustrous mane now hangs limply, a shadow of its former glory. As he struggles to move, each step a reminder of the burden he bears. This scene, while dark and unsettling, serves as a powerful metaphor for the impact of invasive species, not just in the animal kingdom but in our own lives as well. As we delve deeper into this lion story, we are confronted with the unsettling truth about the interconnectedness of all living beings. Just as the barnacles have invaded the lion's body, so too have humans encroached upon the natural world, often with devastating consequences. The line between predator and prey blurs, raising questions about our role in this delicate balance. Are we the unwitting barnacles, clinging to our comforts while draining the life from the planet? Or are we the lions, suffering the consequences of our own actions? In the end, the lion's fate serves as a chilling reminder that nature, while beautiful, can also be brutally indifferent. And as the camera pulls away, one can't help but chuckle at the irony in a world where survival of the fittest reigns. Even the mightiest can be. In the vast, untamed wilderness, a creature roams that embodies the spirit of the American plains, the bison. But today, we encounter a bison unlike any other. This majestic beast, once a symbol of strength and resilience, now bears a horrific wound, a grotesque testament to nature's darker side. Its back is a canvas of barnacles, those tiny, hard-shelled creatures that typically cling to rocks and ships, now grotesquely affixed to the bison's skin. As we draw closer, the sight is both shocking and fascinating, a reminder of the relentless struggle for survival in the animal kingdom. Barnacle infestation on a bison is a rare phenomenon, yet it serves as a chilling reminder of how nature can turn against its own. These barnacles, which thrive in marine environments, have somehow found their way onto this land-dwelling giant. They latch onto the bison's skin, burrowing in and creating a grotesque wound that festers and oozes. The bison, unable to shake off these unwelcome guests, suffers in silence, its once proud stature now marred by this unsightly affliction. The barnacles feed on the bison's flesh, drawing nutrients from its body, and in doing so, they create a dark symbiosis that is both fascinating and horrifying. As we delve deeper into this unsettling relationship, we uncover the biology of these barnacles. They are crustaceans, related to crabs and lobsters, and they possess a unique ability to anchor themselves to any surface. Their hard shells protect them from predators, but in this case, they have become a parasite, exploiting the bison's body for sustenance. The bison, a creature that once roamed freely, is now a host to these relentless invaders, a living testament to the harsh realities of nature. This dark tale of infestation raises unsettling questions about the balance of life. In a world where humans encroach upon natural habitats, we must ponder our role in this cycle. Are we not, in our own way, like the barnacles, clinging to the resources of the earth, sometimes at the expense of the very creatures we admire? As we reflect on this bison's plight, we are reminded of the delicate balance between humans, animals, and nature. Perhaps, in our quest for progress, we should take a moment to consider the consequences of our actions. After all, while the bison may be suffering now, it is a stark reminder that nature has a way of reclaiming what is rightfully hers. And who knows, maybe one day, we will find ourselves on the receiving end of a barnacle's grip. The crimson sun beat down on the parched Australian earth, baking the red dirt until it cracked. A lone kangaroo, its powerful frame normally a picture of majestic strength, lay listlessly in the shade of a withered gum tree. Its usually vibrant fur was dulled, matted with a strange, viscous substance that glistened ominously in the harsh light. Closer inspection revealed the horrifying truth. The kangaroo's once smooth flank was a festering mass of angry red, swollen to twice its normal size. But it wasn't just the inflamed flesh that shocked. Thousands upon thousands of bees, their fuzzy bodies a sickly yellow-brown, swarmed around the wound, their incessant buzzing a relentless symphony of torment. What should have been a sanctuary, a place where the kangaroo could find respite from the relentless sun, had become a living nightmare. The buzzing grew louder, morphing into a low, guttural drone as the swarm intensified. The air hung heavy with the sickly sweet scent of honey, and something else, something sharper, metallic, the unmistakable tang of blood. The poor creature thrashed weakly, desperate to escape the relentless torment. But its movements were sluggish, hampered by the sheer number of stinging insects that clung to its flesh. It was an infestation, a full-blown invasion of a delicate ecosystem. The bees had burrowed deep into the kangaroo's flesh, their venom a relentless poison that ravaged its body from within. The wound itself, a gaping hole in the kangaroo's side, was a testament to the sheer brutality of the attack. It was a gruesome spectacle, a stark reminder of the brutal reality of nature. A world where survival often comes at a terrible cost. This insidious invasion began with a single sting, a painful but ultimately survivable encounter. But for the kangaroo, this initial encounter proved to be a fatal mistake. Drawn to the warmth and the scent of open flesh, a scout bee alerted the hive to the potential bounty. A swarm, thousands strong, descended on the unsuspecting kangaroo, their stingers a relentless barrage of pain. The kangaroo's immune system, overwhelmed by the sheer volume of venom, began to fail. The wound, initially a simple puncture, quickly grew, festering and becoming a breeding ground for infection. The bees, sensing weakness, intensified their assault attempt. They burrowed deeper, their bodies pulsing with venom, their numbers swelling as more and more joined the gruesome feast. The kangaroo, its body racked with pain, its strength fading, could only thrash helplessly, its desperate attempts to escape only drawing more bees to its wounded flesh. This brutal spectacle, a dance of death played out in the harsh Australian sun, in the shadowy depths of the wilderness. A creature of extraordinary beauty and fearsome power roams the white tiger. With its striking coat and piercing eyes, it commands the respect and admiration of all who encounter it. Yet, lurking beneath this majestic exterior lies a grim reality that is both shocking and unsettling. Imagine, if you will, a white tiger, its body marred by a horrific barnacle wound, a grotesque testament to the relentless forces of nature. This is not just a tale of survival. It is a haunting exploration of the delicate balance between life and death, beauty and decay. As we delve into the world of barnacle infestation, we uncover a dark and disturbing truth. Barnacles, small crustaceans that cling to surfaces, are often seen as mere nuisances in the ocean. But when they attach themselves to a living creature like our white tiger, the consequences can be catastrophic. The barnacles bore into the skin, forming painful lesions that can become infected, leading to severe discomfort and suffering. Each barnacle acts as a tiny parasite, drawing nutrients from the host while simultaneously causing immense harm. The white tiger, once a symbol of grace and power, now bears the weight of these relentless invaders, a living canvas of nature's cruel indifference. What drives these barnacles to attach themselves to such an unlikely host? It is a question that brings us to the heart of the matter. In their quest for survival, these creatures exhibit a tenacity that is both fascinating and repulsive. They thrive in the most unexpected places, demonstrating the harsh reality of nature's hierarchy. The white tiger, despite its strength, becomes a victim of this insatiable cycle. It serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the often brutal interplay between species. As we reflect on this dark narrative, a moral emerges from the depths of despair. Humans, too, are not immune to the consequences of their actions. Just as the barnacles cling to the white tiger, we often find ourselves entangled in the repercussions of our own choices, overconsumption, habitat destruction, and the relentless pursuit of progress. In our quest for dominance, we risk becoming the very parasites that drain the life from our planet. So, as we gaze upon the haunting image of the barnacle-infested white tiger, let us ponder our role in this intricate web of life. Perhaps it is time to consider that while we may see ourselves as the apex of evolution, we might just be the barnacles clinging to the edge of a much larger and more fragile ecosystem. And remember, if you ever find yourself feeling down about your own life choices, just think, at least you're not a barnacle on a white tiger. Talk about a sticky situation. In the heart of the African savanna, where the golden grass sways gently under the relentless sun, a creature of ethereal beauty roams, the white lion. With its striking coat and piercing blue eyes, it embodies the majesty of the wild. But today, this regal beast is not the picture of health and vitality. Instead, it is a haunting sight, a living testament to the darker side of nature. A horrific wound, festering and raw mars its once pristine fur. This is not merely an injury. It is a gruesome infestation, a battleground where life and death collide in a grotesque dance. As we delve deeper into this unsettling reality, prepare yourself for a journey into the macabre world of insect infestation, where the line between beauty and horror blurs. The wound on the white lion is a gaping maw, a gruesome reminder of the relentless forces of nature. It is not just a simple cut. It is a festering sore, teeming with life that is both repulsive and fascinating. Insects, nature's most resilient survivors, have descended upon this majestic creature, turning its body into a grotesque feast. Flies, with their iridescent bodies, buzz incessantly around the wound, laying eggs that will hatch into maggots, writhing and squirming in a macabre display of nature's cycle. These larvae, with their insatiable appetite, will consume the lion's flesh, breaking down its body in a process that is as horrifying as it is natural. As we observe this scene, it is essential to understand the role of these insects in the ecosystem. While their presence is disturbing, they are also vital to the process of decomposition. Insects like blowflies and flesh flies are nature's cleanup crew, breaking down organic matter and recycling nutrients back into the soil. However, in this case, their role takes on a sinister twist. The white lion, once a symbol of strength and power, is now reduced to a mere host for these parasites. The infestation is not just a physical ailment, it is a reflection of the harsh realities of survival in the wild. The lion's weakened state makes it more susceptible to predators, disease, and ultimately, death. The irony of this situation is striking. The very insects that contribute to the cycle of life are now hastening the demise of one of nature's most magnificent creatures. It raises unsettling questions about the balance of life and death in the animal kingdom. Is the white lion suffering a consequence of its own vulnerability, or is it a reflection of the broader struggles faced by wildlife in an increasingly hostile environment? As human encroachment continues to disrupt natural habitats, the delicate balance of ecosystems is thrown into disarray. The lion's plight serves as a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of all living beings and the consequences of our actions. Insects, often dismissed as mere nuisances, play a crucial role in the web of life. Yet, their presence in this context is a chilling reminder of the fragility of existence. The white lion, a creature that once commanded respect and admiration, is now a victim of circumstance, a pawn in the game of survival. As we witness this dark reality, we are compelled to confront our own role in the natural world. Are we the architects of our own destruction, or are we merely observers of a brutal reality that has existed long before our time? As we conclude this exploration of the white lion's tragic fate, we are left with a sense of unease. The beauty of nature is often accompanied by its darker aspects, and the cycle of life is not always a gentle one. The insects that swarm around the lion's wound are a reminder that life is not always glamorous. It can be raw, brutal, and unforgiving. Yet, in this darkness, there is a glimmer of human